The Rise and Fall of the Ottoman Empire, a story of power, betrayal and glory. This is the story of one of the most powerful empires in history. An empire that rose from nothing, ruled for centuries, and then, suddenly, collapsed. But why? What secrets did they hide? And what really led to their downfall? Stay with us as we uncover the shocking truth behind the rise and fall of the Ottoman Empire. The birth of an empire, 1299 to 1453. A young warrior, Osman I, rides on horseback, leading his tribe to new lands. 1299, Anatolia, a land of chaos, where small tribes fought for survival. But one man had a vision. Osman I, a fearless leader, united his people and created a kingdom that would soon shake the world. Orhan, 1326 to 1362, captured Bursa, the first Ottoman capital. Murad I, 1362 to 1389, expanded into the Balkans and created the Janissary Corps, an elite army trained from childhood. Bayezid I, 1389 to 1402, nearly conquered Constantinople, but was captured by Timur, Tamerlane, in the Battle of Ankara. Scene fades. The empire is in ruins after Bayezid's defeat. But this was not the end. The Ottomans had lost a battle, but their story was far from over. And if you want to uncover more forgotten stories of the Ottoman Empire, make sure to subscribe to our channel. You won't believe what happens next. 2. The conquest of Constantinople and Ottoman Golden Age. 1453 to 1571. A dimly lit war tent. Mehmed II, only 21 years old, looks at a map of Constantinople, planning the greatest siege in history. 1453, the world watched in shock as a young Ottoman Sultan prepared to do the impossible. Capture the greatest Christian city of its time, Constantinople. Boom. Cannons fire. Ottoman soldiers storm the walls. The Byzantine Empire falls after a 53-day siege. Mehmed II, the Conqueror, 1451 to 1481, renamed the city Istanbul, making it the new Ottoman capital. Selim I, 1512 to 1520, conquered Egypt and took control of Mecca and Medina, making the Ottoman Sultan the Caliph of Islam. Suleiman the Magnificent, 1520 to 1566, led the empire to its peak, expanding into Europe and the Middle East. Under Suleiman, the Ottomans ruled over 25 million people. Their empire stretched from Africa to Arabia, from Europe to Persia. It seemed unstoppable. But every great empire has a weakness. The beginning of the fall, 1571 to 1683. The Ottoman navy burns at the Battle of Lepanto. The Sultan watches in disbelief. 1571, the Ottoman fleet was destroyed by European forces at the Battle of Lepanto. This was the first crack in the empire's mighty walls. The Janissaries, once the empire's greatest soldiers, became corrupt and started revolting. The failed siege of Vienna, 1683, marked the Ottomans' last attempt to expand into Europe. The Ottoman Empire, once feared by all, was now losing its power. And what came next was even worse. Want to know how the greatest empire in history became the sick man of Europe? Hit that subscribe button now. The most shocking part of the story is just beginning. A treaty is signed. Ottoman officials look defeated. 1699, the Treaty of Karlowitz. The Ottomans lost Hungary, the first time they ever gave up land. But this was just the beginning of their downfall. Tanzimat reforms, 1839 to 1876. tried to modernize the empire. But corruption ruined them. The empire's economy collapsed. The Ottomans borrowed money from Europe and couldn't pay it back. European powers called them the sick man of Europe. The once mighty empire was now a dying shadow of its former self. And then came the final blow. A soldier puts on a helmet. World War I begins. 1914, World War I. Made one last gamble. They sided with Germany. But they bet on the wrong horse. The empire lost Arab territories to Britain. The Armenian Genocide, 1915, became a dark chapter in history. In 1918, the Ottomans surrendered. A man steps forward, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. 1919, one man refused to accept defeat. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk led the Turkish War of Independence. And in 1923, he did the unthinkable. He abolished the Ottoman Sultanate forever. For over 600 years, the Ottoman Empire shaped the world. It left behind great cities, laws, traditions, and mysteries that still live on today. But was the empire truly gone? Or does its legacy still haunt the modern world? This was the rise and fall of one of the greatest empires in history. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe now, because there are even more secrets from the Ottoman Empire that history books won't tell you. The past is never truly buried.